Hello, this is the ins and outs of my brain, part 2. You're wondering a couple of things. Why is this whitish person looking to throat sing? What is my ancestry, and what do I really write? Well, and what else do I do in my free time, and what do I do when I fall asleep? Well, or what shamanism like things do I do when I fall asleep. This is kind of unusual, but will be mentioned. Um, what do I write is usually autobiographies about myself. I did 3. I usually write romance, creepypasta, horror, anything that's not too smutty, just like my reading preferences. If anything, I have written the book, the Moon Girl Trilogy. You can look that up on Amazon. Moon Girl Trilogy is about a girl who's similar to me, suffers from PTSD, but has special shamanic powers and is able to realize who she is and stuff. The whole thing's a cliffhanger, if you're wondering if you've read it. It's more notable than anything else that I ever written under any other pen names, and I have decided that that was my most notable or asked about book. The Moon Girl is first one was the Today I Decided to Be the Moon. I think this one was called I Decided I Want to Be the Stars and I the Galaxy. And they're very more notable around my circle of friends, but are going to get notable as they come around. As well as I've written 3 autobiographies. I have a lot to say, as you can tell. The other one is, first is The Long Road In and Out, I think it's something about hell. The Heavenly Fire, I think that's what it's called. You'd have to look me up on Amazon. And then there was Power as well. And I've written those when I was trying to get over myself. As well as I write a lot of romance, creepypasta, horror. What else do I'm trying to write a fantasy, and I'm also trying to write an epistolarian novel. So those are my things that I like to learn about in the world, and I like to write about. I also like to write about dealing with PTSD, as that is something that is most needed in this world, is to know how to deal with that 800-pound gorilla in the room. I am also, so what do I do shamanic-wise when I go to sleep? I just go to sleep. I don't take anything. I don't do anything. I don't believe in drugs or alcohol or smoking, so you don't have to worry about that. But anyways, is I go to sleep, go into a trance-like sleep, and that's when the dreams happen, and I have started a dream journal called Peyote after the drug, but not because I do the drug. I don't do anything stupid. Don't like drugs, don't want to do them, so don't even like doing my own meds, thank you very much. So yeah, that being said, and what do I do when I'm not writing? Well, I'm either listening to music, or I'm reading, or I'm cleaning, or I'm doing modeling, or doing stone chirons. If you want to know more about stone chirons, you can go on my channel, the PTSD, which I haven't been on that in a while, so bear with me. And I've also been collecting a lot of crystals on Amazon. So that's what I do when I'm not writing, as well as I try to clean my room or keep it up clean, as well as I like to write. I'm trying to start rollerblading. And if you're wondering what else I do, I also watch TV sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. I don't like in TV. Or I go to movies or something like that, or I throat sing. Now, which goes to my thing, why do I throat sing when I look like this? It's been on my bucket list for a while. You're gonna think this is kind of cuckoo, someone who looks like me doing Inuit-like throat singing, but that's beside the point. I've been wanting to learn to do that for quite some time, and I've been wanting to do that for a long, long time, since my grandmother's death. And now I am able to do that just easily through YouTube, and I have taken a liking to it and do few music videos a month or whatever, and it's very interesting to see what kind of things I might get into with the sounds. And it's very interesting to see what kind of concept my music video will take, so that's why I do that. And besides, my ancestors were similar to the Inuit, which were the Siberians and the Central Asians, so that's why I do what I do for music. I have an album coming out on the 7th of August. Anyways, that's beside the point. Anyways, you're wondering what my ancestry is. Russian, Siberian, mostly the Baltai people, Altai people, the Kazakhs and the other stands, Afghanistan, Pakistan, you name them stands. Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Chechnya, Eastern Europe, most of Eastern Europe, Amazonian, as well as Uyghur and Tibetan, and other interesting little things in my history like India and Pakistan. So that's one thing you may want to know, why I do things that white people don't do, or are cultural appropriative. And they're not to me because I have that blood or similar blood in me. What do I like about nature? I like anything about nature that is good. It's kind of interesting to see what nature has to offer, whether it be a flower or something, except for this little fella caused by a stinging nettle. That part of the nature I don't really like, but everything else, spiritually nature, there's a lot of ghosts, there's a lot of spirits in nature. Your loved ones could be in nature as well if you put your mind to it and believe in it. I also believe there's a lot of things that go on in nature, both good and bad. It's a battle of good and evil, something similar to the Battle of Sekigahara, but it's more of a natural thing. That's why we have the seasons, I believe. As well as, you're going to wonder what in the next thing, my favorite ice cream flavor. Favorite holiday, which I'm going to tell you bluntly, what I don't like, and I'll mix those up in a little while. As well as you're wondering, some people are wondering, why do I not wear Nike if it's given to me or if I bought it or whatever, because I can't wear it. Because the Chinese use Central Asian people to work for Nike, and they don't do it very nicely, so it's not really my cup of tea is Nike, so I kind of got a middle finger for Nike. So that being said, if you like this, hit the subscribe bell and like button.